Moyo Tribe, what's up today? The pathway that you intend yourself to be on makes all the difference how you start. If you start with the wrong trajectory, you just keep getting further and further off the path. A few years ago, we were on our way to a soccer game in Dallas. It was late on a Friday night. It was just me and Pearson. He was in the back seat laying down resting, and I was driving, and we had planned to stop at Buc-ee's and get something to eat. And there was a lot of traffic on the road, and so I found a back way that was about 20 miles long that would bypass the main highway and get me to Buc-ee's quicker. So I took off on the road, made my exit, and as I started, it was dark outside. I was driving in some traffic, didn't want to grab my phone and look at the GPS, so I made a turn on what I thought was the correct turn. But it was actually one turn too quick. If I would have waited another half block and made a turn, I would have been on the road that took me to Buc-ee's quicker. But the turn that I made, we took off down this road, and I hadn't realized I was on the wrong road. I wasn't checking the GPS. I was just driving, listening to the radio, and about 20 minutes down the road, when I felt like we should be getting close to Buc-ee's, I realized it didn't seem like we were even going in the right direction. And so finally, I got out my phone, I checked my GPS, and we had gone just a slight bit more north than we should have been. So instead of going right to Buc-ee's, I was veering north and was now about the place where Buc-ee's was, but I was about 20 miles north of it. So I had to readjust, turn and go back, and what should have taken about 20 minutes ended up taking me an hour. Way longer than it should have, but it all started because my trajectory wasn't right when I started. I took off and I missed the turn by one turn, and it cost me roughly 40 minutes of drive time. Now, this past week I've given you my process, my essential process on how I start every day. And the purpose of that process is to get me on the right trajectory from the start of the day, so that I don't just miss a little turn and venture down a pathway that does not serve the purpose of my life. And that process is something that I rely on, because every day brings new trials, new chaos, new turmoil. So if I start the day every day with my process, like I discussed, breathe, scripture, meditation, prayer, move, then after that hour in the morning, I'm ready to go. My intention is set, I'm on the right trajectory, and it sends the trajectory the rest of my day. But if I miss it at the start, it throws the whole day off. It's critically important. You don't have to follow my process. Develop your own that puts you in the best position to make the most of every opportunity. Because the way you start your day makes all the difference in your day. It's so hard to turn the course around in the middle of the day once you've already started. It's not impossible, but it costs you time, it costs you stress. So take the time and the effort to start your day in a way that puts you on the right trajectory. And when you do that, you'll make the most of every opportunity. And you will Moyo everywhere we go. Have a great day, Moyo Tribe.